Commissioner, with these numerous projects moving forward on St. Croix, how is the bond bill that the governor recently got authorization to proceed and secure bond proceeds for, as well as the ARA funding, going to play into these projects in terms of funding and continuing them forward towards completion?
With receipt of the bond funds, we'll be able to engage in a number of other infrastructure projects throughout the island of St. Croix. We have a number of road projects. Funding has also been made available for the Department of Education. Additional funds are also going to be coming online for the actual construction of the Toro building. As you're aware that we recently did the demolition of the Toro building, and we have been working with the Department of Justice as well as the Public Finance Authority with the final drawings, plan specification. So we're hoping by December of this year, we'll actually be in a position where we're going to advertise for construction for the new Justice Complex.
Now, the Toro building is the former Department of Justice headquarters on St. Croix that were significantly damaged in a prior hurricane.
Absolutely. That had laid derelict for a number of years, and we took the bull by the horns, as they say, and got in there, demolition the building, and now we're proceeding for construction plans.
A lot's happening in the Vitima shop these days. I know the development of two modern emergency communications call centers. In fact, St. Croix is already been live for almost a month now. What's been your involvement in the build-out of those two facilities?
Primarily here on St. Croix because it was prior to the capital improvement program. So right now at this point we're just involved in the inspection services and what have you. But as you indicated, these are two state-of-the-art facilities and it's a welcome addition to the Virgin Islands Territorial Emergency Management Agency.
And you continue to work closely with Director Walters and Vitima Property Procurement in getting the former ED Plumbing building up to completion at St. Thomas.
Yes, here on the island of St. Thomas, we're heavily engaged in this project. We completed the first phase, and we're anticipating by December of this year that structure should be 100% completed and ready for occupancy for the new 911 headquarters.
Very well. We'll take a break in the program and be right back.
Sometimes the drawing from a child can tell you more than words can ever say, especially when it comes to gun violence. Now, some of these drawings have been turned into posters ready for display in stores, offices, schools, and businesses throughout the U.S. Virgin Islands. Won't you display a poster in an effort to help stop the gun violence? Call the St. Thomas St. John Chamber of Commerce for your free posters, 776-0100.
I said I was sorry.
I shouldn't have provoked you.
He just stressed out.
I lost my temper.
You know how I get.
It will get better, I promise.
You shouldn't have provoked me.
Why can't you just listen?
It's only when he drank. He just stressed out.
You know how I get.
You know how I get. I said I was sorry.
Look what you made me do.
I'm sorry.
It's only when she drinks.
Follow me again. I'm headed for home. Call the police.
Hi, this is Shanna. Leave a message after the beep.
Pick up. I know you're there. I can see you.
Police, don't move! Put your hands behind your head.
Welcome back to the Commissioner's Corner. Our guest today, the Honourable Darrell Smalls, Commissioner of the Department of Public Works. We're through St. Croix, Commissioner. Let's shift to St. Thomas St. John. Also, an area where a number of construction projects are underway. Centerline Road, we've heard about for a number of months. The Long Bay Road work, that's a multi-year, multi-million-dollar project. Where are we there? Let's start with the Long Bay Road.
Similar to the Christiansted Bypass, this is a project that's actually been on our books for about 25 plus years. Fortunately, we were able to start that project within the last year. and we've done extensive work in the entire intersection. This area has been plagued with flooding for a number of years, at which time now we've installed huge box culverts underneath the roadway to move all of this water out of the intersection. Right now, that project is slated for completion in April, or this phase of the work for April of 2010. And right now, based on the weather and everything cooperating with us, we're slightly ahead of schedule. We've also been fortunate through the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, ARA. We're able to receive an additional approximately $7 million to move into the next phase of this project, which is going to take us from the Mandela Circle intersection down to Lucinda Millen. So while we're in there right now, we have the traffic plans in place, we'll be able to just piggyback on that and get that phase of the work started. We anticipate that work also starting before the end of this year. So as you said, yes, we have a number of projects ongoing here on St. Thomas. Similarly, as it relates to other road improvement projects coming online, we're going to be doing some work out in the Red Hook area based on the bond funding that we received. Additionally, we've recently done some work down in the Bordeaux Fortuna area. Again, a number of projects. The bond issuance has provided us much needed funding, so we're going to see a lot of other additional road improvement projects throughout the island of St. Thomas, St. John.
While out on the east end of St. Thomas, let's stay in the Red Hook area for just a moment. That's not only road improvements, you've also got sidewalk development there. That's been a long hue and cry for residents of that area, as well as the business owners.
Yes, in the area of Red Hook, currently there exists no sidewalks on either side of the roadway, and we've had some unfortunate accidents there in the past. The Department of Public Works, also in conjunction with the Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority, led by Hugo Hodge, they have an extensive underground project that's getting ready to be embarked, where they're going to be installing new water lines as well as underground electrical duct banks. We're going to be working collaboratively, so as soon as they get into the area and get those ductworks in place, we will be moving right behind to put in the sidewalks, put in the raised crosswalks. This is a safety feature which is going to mitigate the traffic in the Red Hook area and provide an additional safety feature along with the flashing amber lights. So this is a project that it's a collaborative effort not only with Department of Public Works but also Water and Power Authority.
Where does that project start? I believe it's the southwest entrance of the National Park, heading east?
Yes, it starts right on the corner there at the National Park and will move directly in front of the Red Hook ferry terminal. Yes.
And while in the Red Hook community, still at State Nazareth, the Havana Udoracan High School, you've got two projects going there, the track as well as modifications and renovation to the gymnasium.
Yes, with the receipt of the new bond funding, we're getting ready to move with the next phase of the track. We are going to be constructing a IAAF, which is a world-class regulated track at the Havana Udoracan School. Similarly, we're also going to be moving towards the renovation of the gymnasium. The gymnasium has been plagued with water infiltration. We actually have a bid that's out right now. We're negotiating with the contractor. Recently, I met with the principal of the Havana Udoracan School, and we're going to work collaboratively to ensure that when we start this construction, it'll have minimal impact on the school itself while the lessons are being learned at the school.
Let's jump across the waters to St. John. Your big project there is in downtown Cruz Bay.
Yes, downtown Cruz Bay, we have the roundabout project. There was much malignment there that we were going to have significant impacts to the traffic on the island of St. John. I'm happy to report that despite all the construction activities, we've had minimal disruption. Yes, we've experienced some inconveniences from time to time, but overall this project is moving also ahead of schedule, and barring any unforeseen circumstances as it relates to weather, we anticipate a completion in early 2010.
As you head out to any public